Do you host your own Thanksgiving or do you host somebody else's? Hey ladies, it's Dana Lash with Monologues, and Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and that means turkey and mashed taters and gravy are all also just around the corner. All of things which I love because I love to eat a lot.
We Johnsons had a good Thanksgiving, the best we've ever had. And I can't help thinking that what made it better was a real feeling of thankfulness.
So I'm just wondering how many of you host your family's Thanksgiving meal, and whether or not you celebrate it your own way, you've been able to kind of put your own imprint on it, or whether or not you are celebrating the way that your grandmother did or your mother did.
My mother and my aunt have been sharing Thanksgiving responsibilities since I was a baby. My whole life, Thanksgiving has been very much like this large family contingent gets together and we eat and we drink and we like play music and sing and hold hands and love each other, and I love Thanksgiving.
I have had traditional Thanksgivings. My family tends to have reunions around everything, 4th of July, Easter, Christmas. And then the very sort of like matriarchal aunt who had hosted Thanksgiving every year moved away. We love you, we miss you, Auntie Freddie. And suddenly everybody sort of looked around and was like, man, it's a lot of work to host a Thanksgiving meal. It really is.
My mom does Thanksgiving. And when I grew up, my grandmother cooked Thanksgiving dinner for all of her 9 kids and all the grandkids. And I remember her being, you know, the matriarch of the family and her standing at the stove and doing all the cooking, and then it was my mom's turn and my mom did it.
My grandmother, the matriarch of our family, before she passed away, she was the woman that held the Thanksgiving meals, and no one was gonna dare wrestle that away from Grandma because she would beat them mercilessly if they tried, emotionally of course. I kind of incorporate some of the things that my grandmother did, i.e. forcing people to come to my house. But I also like to put my own imprint on it, and before we all dive in, I like for everybody to go around the table and just say the things for which they're thankful this year. Everything that happened that's good this year. Tell us about the things that you're thankful about.
Dana, I love your idea about going around and saying thanks. And you read that every year in like women's magazines and things, but then I've tried to implement that, and for some reason I feel like such a cheese ball. Like, okay, you guys, we're gonna go around and say what we're grateful for, and everybody's just like, oh Lord. But I would love to do that. I would love to do that.
For all these things, we are truly and humbly thankful.
And I like it because the kids can get involved and the adults can get involved, and it just, I don't know, it just makes it's really nice and sappy, and I love it.
I've had like a group of really super good friends spring up, and we do a potluck Thanksgiving now. I think it's like our 3rd year running. I like the idea of sort of forming your own family where you are and having traditions with them as well, like having an extended family.
I don't like to cook. I don't like the pots, I don't like the pans, and I really, really, really don't like the giblets that come out of the turkey, okay? Because we tried doing Thanksgiving once at our house a long time ago when it was just me and John. And it wasn't good. I mean, I remember I had no idea that there was that stuff inside the turkey, and I remember freaking out and calling my mom and being like, you did not tell me this part.
I could never cook a turkey. I don't even want to think about it, like opening it up and like putting your hand, like pulling out things, and ugh.
My sister got that gene. I just didn't. I mean, I got the bipolar gene. I didn't get the cooking one.
Do you have your own spin on it? Do you host your own Thanksgiving or do you host somebody else's?
Join the Momversation at momversation.com.